What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are ya? Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Beth, and if you didn't recognize the iconic intro to Jeffree Star's YouTube videos, then you probably don't know about the Morphe and Jeffree Star brushes that he just came out with. There's a total of 7 of them, and in this video I use all of them except for the Jeffree Star, the JS7 eyebrow brush. Other than that, I use all of these to recreate this look that I saw from Instagram from someone named Makeup is a Man. I follow along on their picture to recreate this. If you want to see how I do this, then keep on watching. The look I'm going to be recreating today is from an Instagram post that I saw recently by Makeup is a Man. It is a ombre look with browns, oranges, and yellows with blue on it. I'm going to post it right here so you guys can see it. Also, along with this video, I'm going to be unboxing the new Morphe and Jeffree Star brushes. I just got them today. I did open the plastic around it because I couldn't wait to see what they look like, but I haven't opened any further than this. So his brushes come with this case, and it comes with 7 brushes. And they come individually wrapped. Don't know how excited I am for this right now. So they all look like this. The first one I'm going to open is the JS1, which I believe is the face brush. This is what this one looks like. Oh my god, it's so soft. The next one I'm going to open is the JS2, and I believe this is the powder brush. And this one's what this one looks like. The next one I'm going to open is the JS3. And this is the small contour brush. And it looks like this. Next one is the JS4, which is a highlighter brush. And it looks just like this. Then the JS5, which is the, I believe it's the blending brush. And it looks like this. Now the JS6, which is the flat eyeshadow brush. It looks just like this. And then lastly, the JS7, which is the eyebrow brush. Comes with a flat tapered end, and what's this called? I don't remember what this is called. All of them together look just like this, and I cannot wait to use them. To prime my eyes, I'm going to use the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in the shade NW15. And I'm also using a concealer brush by Morphe, the 421. And I'm just going to use this to prime my eyes. Then I'm going to use my finger to blend it out. For today's eyeshadow look, I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm going to start off with the shade, with a transition shade. I'm going to use Pooter. I'm going to use the shade Pooter with the JS5 brush, and I'm just going to put that right in my crease. To begin the layers from the brown to the yellow, I'm going to start off with the shade, I don't know, using the shade Jax with the JS6. I'm going to use this shade to darken the crease. And I'm going to stay right on that crease and not go any higher. I'm just using this to pack the color on. To darken that shade a little bit more, I'm going to use the shade Chip to get a little bit more of a brown color. I'm using the same JS6 brush. I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm just going to put that right in my crease, and I'm just packing the color on. To continue on to go above that dark brown shade, I'm going to go back into the color Hunts with the same JS6 brush. And I'm going to put that color right above that brown shade. And again, I'm just placing it. I'm not blending it. I'm just placing it. And then whatever is left on the brush, I'm going to use that to blend that shade out. And I'm trying not to go any closer to the brow bone. For the outer yellow shade, I'm going to use the shade Creamsicle, and I'm also going to keep using that JS6 brush. It's cleaned off, it's just stained still. And again, with this shade, I'm going to just place it right above that red shade. After I'm done adding the shades and blending them out, I'm actually going to go back into each of the shades and darken them up. Going back with the JS5 brush, I'm going to use this without anything on it, and I'm just going to make sure all those colors are blended in together. To begin with the blue on the lid, I'm going to use the JS6 brush again, and I'm going to use this shade in light to make a little bit wider of a base, and I'm just going to put that on my lid. Now that the lid has a little bit of a lighter shade on it, I'm going to go in with my finger into the shade Twerk. Does this really nice purple bluish color. I'm going to put that right on my lid. Because that shade's not as bright as a blue as I'd like, I'm actually going to go back in with the JS6 brush, and I'm going to pick up that same blue shade, and then I'm going to spray it with some of the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist to dampen it and see if that will add a little bit more of that blue. Just because I want to put a little bit more of a sparkle in that shade, I'm going to go in with the NYX Glitter Brilliance. It's more of a purple blue. I'm going to put that right on the blue shade. To prime that glitter, I'm going to use the Hard Candy Glitter Stay. I'm going to put it on my finger and then layer it on my eyelid. using the JS6 again, I'm going to pick up some of the glitter and then just dab it on. For foundation, I'm going to use the NYX Stay Matte but Not Flat in the shade Soft Beige, and I'm going to mix it with the NYX Total Control foundation in the shade. I'm actually looking to try different foundations, so if you guys want to give me any recommendation, because this one's actually dries me out, and I just noticed it dries me out really bad. So if you guys could give me some opinions on foundation that you guys like, then let me know down in the comments and I'll try them. Mixing those two shades on the back of my hand, I'm going to use the JS1 face brush, and I'm just going to mix that and then smear it all over my face. I've actually been looking for a new face brush for foundation because I was tired of my old brush, and this brush is the best thing I think I've ever used. It's not like adding too much, but it's blending what is on the brush. I feel like I use the same amount of foundation that I always use with my other brush, but it's not like scruffy. I feel like I use the same amount of foundation as I do with my other brush, but this one isn't caking it on. Usually the first thing that happens is it's just a lot on one side, but this one didn't do that, and I really like that. I don't really care for a full coverage just because I don't mind my face, I guess, and I'm not too picky about it, so I don't mind that it covers literally everything. I don't like when it cakes on, so this brush is the best. For concealer, I'm going to use the NARS in this shade Light 1. To blend that concealer out, I'm going to use a beauty blender dampened with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Something I probably should have done along with these brushes. If you know anything about these brushes, then you know that Jeffree Star just also did some sponges and beauty blenders, but I didn't really think about getting them, so I think after using these brushes, I think I might actually have to do that. For contour, I'm going to go into the e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette, and I'm going to use JS3, the contour brush. I'm going to go into this shade right here, the medium dark shade, and I'm going to use this to contour. I usually contour with a flat brush, so I'm not used to using a more rounded brush for this, so we'll see how this goes. Just going to use what's left on the brush to contour my nose. Like I said, I usually use a flat brush to set to place the contour where I want it, and then blend it out with a more of a fluffy brush. I actually use this type of brush. This is the Bare Minerals Seamless Shaping and Finish brush. So it's a little different. So I'm having a little bit of trouble, but I don't think it's the brush at all. I think it's just more of me not being able to use it as good because I'm not used to it. But other than that, I think it's blending everything out really well. So I don't want to blame the brush. I'm really just blaming myself. But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go back in with this beauty blender and actually blend out the contour a little bit more because this side's a whole lot darker than this side. So I'm going to try to dampen that out a little bit and then set that concealer just because it's creasing a little bit. To set that concealer and the contour, I'm going to use the Born This Way Too Faced Ethereal Setting Powder, and then I'm going to use the JS2 brush, and I'm going to put that where I put that concealer at. What's left in the cap, I'm going to use that to dust all over my face. To continue with the eyes, I'm going to do the lower lash line. I'm going to match the colors on the top lid to the bottom, and then I'm going to connect the colors. I'm using the JS6 brush as well. Continuing into the next shade, shade Hunt, I'm going to use that right below the shade Chip and connect it to the shade to the top. Then using the shade Creamsicle, I'm going to dust that on the outer side. Again, connecting it to the top. To put that blue shade on the lower lash line, I'm going to use the Morphe 213 brush. And I'm going to go into the shade Twerk. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use the Morphe Settings Mist and dampen the shade. And then I'm just going to add it to the lower lash line. My waterline, I'm going to use the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Gel Pencil Liner in the shade Striking Navy. I'm going to do my eyebrows and lashes off camera, so I'll be back. For my eyebrows, I use the Benefit Brow Wiz in the shade 4, and for lashes I use the Swanky number 33 in the Sephora collection. For mascara, I'm going to use the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. For bronzer, I'm going to use the Luminous Bronze Light by Hourglass with the JS2. I'm just going to use that on the outer side of my face just to give myself a little bit more of a color. For blush, I'm going to use the Morphe 8C blush palette, and I'm going to use the JS2 brush again. I'm going to use the shade Hot. It's this pink color right here. And I'm going to put those on my cheeks. For highlight, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild palette. I'm going to go into the shade Blue Ice. The brush I'm going to use is the JS4 highlighting brush. For lipstick, I'm going to use more of a nude color just because my eyes are really bright and that's the point of this video. For lip liner, I'm going to use the e.l.f. lip liner in the shade Natural. I'm just going to use this to overline my lips. The liquid lip I'm going to use is by Bare Minerals in the shade Friendship. For setting spray, I'm going to use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist to set all of this in place. So this is the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching me use the new Morphe and Jeffree Star brush set. Let me know what you think of this look down in the comments below, and if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and until next time.